Microsoft didn't build the original Xbox to sell games. They built it because PlayStation 2 threatened to make Windows irrelevant. What followed across every generation since is a hardware saga spanning a billion-dollar reliability crisis, a policy backlash that nearly broke the brand, and a next-gen vision called Project Helix that may erase the meaning of console altogether. It all starts with an 8.5-pound machine built more like a PC than anything else on the market. On November 15, 2001, Microsoft released the console to counter Sony's PlayStation 2, which threatened to bypass the Windows ecosystem entirely. Co-creator Seamus Blackley championed a DirectX-driven architecture built directly from off-the-shelf PC components. Inside the heavy black chassis sat a custom 733 MHz Intel Pentium 3 processor, an NVIDIA NV2A graphics chip clocked at 233 MHz, and 64 MB of DDR SDRAM system memory. By default, the system included an internal 8 GB hard drive, removing the need for external memory cards, alongside a built-in Ethernet port that prepared the machine for network play. Although early buyers rejected the oversized Duke controller, Microsoft quickly replaced it with the smaller Controller S. This powerful hardware, combined with Halo, Combat Evolved, popularized competitive local LAN multiplayer parties, and established the brand's identity as a serious console for dedicated players. On November 22, 2005, Microsoft launched the Xbox 360, securing a one-year head start over Sony's PlayStation 3. The system ran on a custom IBM triple-core Xenon processor, with detachable storage options that eventually scaled from 20 to 500 gigabytes. Selling 84 million units worldwide, it propelled Microsoft from an industry challenger to a dominant market force. Xbox Live became the heart of the platform, introducing achievements and a unified gamer score that changed how players measured progress and online status. Yet this rapid rise was threatened by a severe hardware failure. Consoles began failing at high rates, signaled by three flashing red LEDs known as the Red Ring of Death. Hardware lead Peter Moore managed the public fallout as cracked solder joints disabled units. To save the brand, Microsoft extended warranties and set aside $1.15 billion for repairs and replacements, turning an engineering crisis into a hard-won lesson in customer trust. In 2007, Microsoft introduced the Xbox 360 Elite, establishing a premium tier for the platform. This model featured a matte black finish with a matching controller and headset, a detachable 120 GB hard drive for expanded game downloads, and the console's first HDMI output to deliver fully digital high-definition video. 3 years later, the company addressed hardware reliability and modernization with the 2010 Xbox 360S redesign. Housed in a smaller, glossy black shell with touch-sensitive buttons, the slim model featured integrated 802.11 and N Wi-Fi, eliminating the need for an external wireless adapter. More importantly, the system incorporated redesigned internal architecture and cooling components to resolve previous overheating issues, restoring consumer confidence in the hardware. This revision launched alongside the new motion tracking Kinect sensor, which was sold separately. In June 2013, Microsoft released the last version of the console under the internal codename Stingray. Known as the Xbox 360E, this model featured a redesigned two-tone matte and glossy shell that visually matched the upcoming Xbox One. To streamline manufacturing for this transition, Microsoft removed the dedicated optical audio output and replaced the older analog AV connector with a single proprietary port, breaking compatibility with older cables. This final design utilized a quieter, refined cooling system, serving as a quiet cleanup of the platform before the next generation arrived. In May 2013, Microsoft revealed the Xbox One, positioning it as an all-in-one home entertainment hub centered on live television, sports, and voice control via a mandatory Kinect 2.0 sensor. This bundling choice pushed the launch price to $499, which was $100 more than Sony's competing PlayStation 4. Microsoft also announced that the system would require daily internet check-ins to verify licenses, restricting used game sharing and offline play. The public backlash was swift, forcing Interactive Entertainment president Don Mattrick to announce a complete reversal on June 19th, 2013, which restored offline play and unrestricted disc resale. When Phil Spencer took over leadership of the brand in 2014, he shifted the strategy away from hardware restrictions toward software access. This strategy led to the launch of Xbox Game Pass on June 1, 2017, offering over 100 downloadable Xbox One and backward-compatible 360 games for a flat monthly subscription. In August 2016, Microsoft released the Xbox One S, a slim white redesign that physically overhauled the console's tarnished image. This model removed the bulky external power brick in favor of an integrated power supply and added 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray playback alongside HDR support. Notably, the system dropped the dedicated Kinect port, signaling the end of the bundled camera strategy. In November 2017, Microsoft targeted premium performance with the Xbox One X. Developed under the codename Scorpio, the machine featured a custom 6 teraflop GPU designed for native 4K gaming. An advanced liquid-cooled vapor chamber kept the chassis compact and quiet despite the performance jump. The console launched alongside Xbox One X enhanced patches, upgrading the visual fidelity of existing Xbox One and select 360 titles. While the exclusive software lineup remained thin compared to Sony's PlayStation 4 Pro, this hardware push re-established Xbox as a maker of high-end consumer silicon. On November 10, 2020, Microsoft launched a split-generation strategy with two distinct consoles running the exact same software ecosystem. The flagship Xbox Series X targeted high-end performance with a premium, tower-style chassis. Inside, it featured a custom 8-core Zen 2 CPU, a 12 teraflop RDNA 2 GPU, 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, and a high-speed 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. To expand storage without losing velocity, Microsoft introduced a proprietary expansion card slot. This hardware foundation enabled quick resume, allowing players to freeze and switch between multiple active game states almost instantly. Supporting HDMI 2.1, the Series X delivered variable refresh rate and auto-low latency mode for modern displays. Microsoft eventually expanded this lineup with a 1 terabyte digital edition and a 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition. Simultaneously, the smaller white Xbox Series S debuted as a cheaper, all-digital alternative aiming at 1440p performance with 4K upscaling. It ran on a scaled-back architecture offering 4 teraflops of graphics processing, 10 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, and a 512 gigabyte SSD, which later received a 1 terabyte carbon black revision in 2023. Lacking an optical drive, the Series S made game downloads and streaming central to its utility. This dual chassis strategy allowed Microsoft to capture both the enthusiast market and budget-conscious players under one unified software library. On October 16, 2025, Microsoft partnered with Asus to launch the ROG Xbox Ally handhelds, expanding the ecosystem into portable PC hardware. Running Windows 11, the devices bypass the standard desktop interface to boot directly into a full-screen, console-style Xbox dashboard. The baseline models run on AMD Ryzen Z series chips, while the premium Ally X upgrade features the AMD Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme processor, 24 gigabytes of LPDDR, 5 RAM, and a larger 55 watt-hour battery. Rather than acting as a standalone console, these handhelds function as hardware extensions dedicated to Game Pass, cloud streaming, and local play. At GDC 2026, Microsoft announced its next-generation hardware direction under the codename Project Helix. Designed to merge PC and console architecture, the system runs on a custom AMD system-on-chip built for next-generation DirectX. The platform relies on neural rendering, incorporating AMD FSR, diamond upscaling, machine learning multi-frame generation, ray regeneration denoising, and full path tracing. This unified architecture targets consoles, PCs, cloud systems, and handhelds alike, reinforced by a dedicated Xbox mode integrated into Windows 11. Alpha developer kits are slated to reach studios in 2027 ahead of an expected 2028 launch, with unconfirmed reports pointing to a price point above $1,000. Today, the traditional console is dissolving. As Microsoft shifts to an omnipresent ecosystem, the physical box matters less than the service itself. Xbox's future no longer lives under the television, but on any screen you own. Where do you think Xbox hardware goes next? Let us know in the comments.